What's up, fellow journeyers? I'm Nathan, and today our family four is going to check out the deepest lake in the country. But our RV adventure won't come without its own challenges. We're making last-minute changes because of wildfires, again, making phone calls in hopes of finding fuel.
Okay, yeah.
And we're shocked to find this national park is pretty much empty. There's nobody in here. Look at this, it's empty. But in the end, we hope this is all worth it because this is one of the most beautiful national parks we've ever seen.
This is just one of those places where you're like, how's this even this beautiful? It's just so incredibly beautiful.
This is the one and only national park in Oregon, Crater Lake, and it's time to let go and get going.
I don't think it's like lack of beauty that keeps people from going to Crater Lake National Park. I think it is just its location, because it's just not really on the way to anything else. You know, I think the ones that get really busy are the ones that have like the loop, the Mighty Five loop in Utah, or Yellowstone and Glacier, and they're all kind of in this loop. But Crater Lake is just kind of a park in the middle of Oregon on its own.
So we are going old school with a first come first serve. Campgrounds all we can find. Everything with reservations is booked up, so we're gonna see how this goes. So this is Broken Arrow Campground, National Forest. See no signs of life so far.
I don't think we're competing with
There's nobody in here. Look at this, it's empty.
Like to not be beating the crowds, but on the other end you're like, why am I not beating crowds?
Hopefully it wasn't like evacuated or something.
I know, I don't.
Guess we just drive around, pick whatever. There's nobody here. Okay, change of plans. We have no issue finding somewhere to park. Just gonna go hang out by the water. Just like a picnic area down here, and then we'll come back and park on our side at some point. Fifth wheel brain would have said, go find a side, park, get set up, walk to the water. Class C brain, especially small Class C brain, says, let's go park somewhere cool. So no camping, day use only. Entering fee site, recreation pass required. Pay here. Okay, let's
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah.
Empty.
There is nobody here. This is the emptiest
like
place we've ever been to.
We've been so much. I'm like, is something wrong? Wow, it's beautiful.
Oh my goodness. This is like the best campsite ever. It's not a campsite, it's a day but use, but man.
But it's cool that we're versatile like this. So we're like, hey, let's just go play down by the water, spend some time there, and then go grab us a site when we're ready to set up.
I just literally don't understand where everybody's at. Like, this is so awesome. It's freaking me out. Like, where's everybody at? This is an epic view. It's like crystal clear. And it's like, check it out, guys. Okay, here's the rule though. You can't play. You have to wait your turn for all the other kids to get off the playground equipment before you get on it, okay? She's really confused. There's nobody here. You can play as much as you want. Spaghetti dinner kind of night? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Spaghetti with a view?
I've made a mess. I leave everything open and you just...
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I just closed everything. I'm so bad about leaving everything open. It's like a little... Caught me actually just in time. I had.
Oh, was it way worse?
Oh, I had like every drawer, every. That's how I don't know.
I don't know how your significant other is, but I can tell the exact path Marissa's taken most mornings, afternoons, or evenings. You could definitely see what we're having for dinner.
But I clean it up.
We do clean it up.
I make the mess, but I clean it up.
Spaghetti night.
I actually think that's a huge debate, because I think there are two types of people. There are the people that like clean up as they cook, and then the people that just like leave it completely crazy. I know I grew up, my dad, he was a great cook, but it would be a mess. Every pot, every pan, every cabinet open, every dish. And, you know, he'd always say, I cook you clean. That was his thing. But I think, and then there are those that are like, I have to clean up as I go. Do you cook and clean it up, or are you just like a crazy messy cook like I am, and then you clean it up after? You know, I can't do it as I go. It's when I'm done. I'm curious, which one are you? Leave in the comments below.
Hi, I'm Judah. Nice to meet you.
Hey, look at this mountain, guys. That is the wildest mountain I've seen. Oh,
That's so cool. I've never seen anything that like pointed.
So jagged. I don't know how it's still up there. So we pulled up to this random gas station to get diesel because
I haven't seen anything like do the tick 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 in a long
this is
time.
gonna be awesome. My one's wrapped up. There's nowhere close to get fuel around here, so this is it. And it closed at 5. It's 5:30. So Marissa's gonna dial. She's supposed to dial.
I'm gonna dial it.
Yeah, if you're dialing 100 pound.
Oh my goodness.
Dial 100 pound.
This is, I don't even know what's gonna happen. Okay, yeah, this phone, I haven't used one. Let's see. The one doesn't work.
Doesn't work?
Yes, we were trying to get fuel at the gas station. Okay, thank you. All right, bye. They said they'll send someone up here. It'll be 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Make sure they take, what do they take? Visa?
Oh, yeah.
Cash on one?
Well, that's a first.
So I didn't know this till I came into Oregon, but Oregon is a no self-service gas station state. Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Where else did we run into that? New
Jersey. And if there are two things in life I cannot stand, it's registers where you have to wait for somebody to check stuff out for you and bag it for you, and it's gas stations where you cannot do self-service. But I need to probably slow down. I have issues, so you know, we'll just we'll use our rotary dial phone. We'll sit here 10 minutes and we'll be good to go.
20 minutes later.
Okay, so look.
So what's this one again?
Those are the nicest guys.
So nice.
To have to come out here on a four-wheeler and pump somebody's gas. Like, they were so nice. So maybe I understand if your attendant is nice and it's a social experience. I'm starting to understand again why some of you may enjoy this experience.
How many states are there
Not
out
many.
there that do that?
Not many. Let us know, you know, in the
Yeah.
comments. But like, there's not many. Also, I'd say like restaurants. Restaurants are starting to go with more automations instead of the waitress and waiters and stuff too. So it's an interesting shift in society. I don't know. I'm part of the problem, I'm sure.
It's not like the Jetsons, though. You know, wasn't the Jetsons supposed to be like 2020 or something? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
We're like
No.
nowhere near.
No, we're not the
I'm
Jetsons.
still waiting on a Rosie, but. What you say? This one? What? Guide you in?
Don't guide me in. I don't know where to go. You
I think straightforward.
gotta guide me in.
When you're going on your next RV road trip adventure, the number one thing we recommend is a comfortable mattress. Over a year ago, we switched out our mattress with RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding, and I'm telling you, this mattress has been a game changer for us. It's what makes this mattress so special, and what I think has literally changed my life is we got the signature hybrid and medium firmness. It comes in soft, medium, or firm, and we went with the medium. This mattress is a combination of memory foam and coils. Did I say that right for you, Nathan?
We ran into somebody a couple of weeks ago and they literally said, "What does that mean that your mattress has coals in it?" And so we had to explain that It's not something.
Coils.
God, all right.
I'm working on it.
Yeah,
I'm working
yeah.
on it.
So-
Yes. It does not have coals in it. It has coals in it. If that makes sense.
No, you just said it. It does not have coals in it. It has
Coils.
coils. There you go. There you go.
I seriously think that is what has significantly changed the way I sleep. I've suffered with back pain for years, and now I have finally found the thing that fixes that for me. RV Mattress also gives a 10-year warranty, 120 night sleep trial, and free shipping in the US from their Arizona factory. This is a great time if you're considering upgrading to a new mattress. Head to rvmattress.com/LJMJ and use code LJMJ, and they are giving 30% off. We'll put that link in the description, or you can scan this QR code right here that will take you right to the site. We hope you enjoy your new mattress, and perfect time for Christmas. Hint, hint. And now back to our Oregon adventure at Crater Lake. Never seen this before. So apparently bears are new to this area, and it is a huge undertaking to get the bear trash cans, like the ones you see in the parks. Require like this whole contract and a huge budget, and so this is their solution until they're able to do that. Coming up is you'll see electric fence around the trash can. That was intimidating, putting our trash in there, because I'm like, how much of a shock is this here if I accidentally touch it? But yeah, have never seen that before, but it's pretty well, you definitely don't want bears being confused and getting in the trash and then them having to put a bear down for our trash. So I know they had to come up with a solution. That's pretty creative until they're able to get the official bear trash cans. So definitely had a bummer this morning. I woke up and got an email that our boat tour for Crater Lake was canceled. And so, yeah, that's really disappointing, because I was really hoping to get on the water in Crater Lake. That's like one of my favorite ways to explore, is from the water, especially when we're literally here for Crater Lake. I wanted to do a boat tour, and they canceled it, but they didn't let me know until this morning, and we're like already heading there. And so it's just yeah, and they're like, if you can pick a different day, and I'm like, this was our days.
So I talked to the camp host about where's everybody at.
Yeah,
it's because she said usually this is about 75% full during the week, which is during the week. Yeah, I'm holding the sewer hose, sorry. Putting this away. But like, but on the weekend, she says it was like 100% full. And then they started having wildfires. And so they shut the park down. And that was like, 2 or 3 weeks ago or something. They just went dead after that. And then they tried to reopen a week ago. She said it was posted wrong, and it made it sound like the park was still closed. So I think people literally may still think the park is closed when it's not. I mean, which is good for crowds. It's still a frustrating experience. One of the main roads is shut down. A fourth of the roads within the park are shut down. And then now apparently the boats don't work. Oh. So because the north entrance is closed, we're gonna have to drive all the way around the park and come up and around to the south entrance. And then I guess we're just gonna get a pulse on everything. There's just so much. There's literally like 5 or 6 different alerts and closures on the website. We need to make sure they're accurate. It's what's actually going on. And again, double check where's everybody at, like, which is fine. The thing I like to do is just stop at the visitor center and actually talk to someone while looking at the map, because it's just trying to figure it out online, because I've got my plan, but you know how it is. Then you wake up and you get an email that is not the plan. So now it's like time for a new one. It's a whole part of the journey. That's what I have to repeat to myself, because we're just here for the journey. We'll get to see something cool. We'll get to see amazing things, even if it doesn't always go to plan. And sometimes plan B ends up being better than plan A. So we'll see what we can find. No, nobody here either. Is there anybody in this one? No. I don't know. It's like 10:30. We were ready. I don't know if you can see all these piles of underbrush we're passing. I'm assuming because there's fires in the area, and the national park prefers to let the fires burn. They're at least trying to keep them from raging, I'm assuming, so they're making these piles. It almost looks like little teepees. I wonder if they're gonna burn these individually. I bet that's what they're doing. You see how they got them piled up into like almost like teepees? I bet they're gonna burn each individual pile down. Maybe not, I don't know, but they're definitely cleaning up everything around it. That is a lot of work. So if
Somebody's worked really hard.
Yeah, it's not a couple of college kids coming out here for a day or two. Wow. I mean, it's like miles of this, miles of it. And I guess if you know what's going on, I'm pretty sure the end result is they're trying to keep the wildfires from getting out of control. But if you know if they're like picking it up or they burning these individually, I don't know, let us know. Some legit switchbacks. We're going up, 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 because really cool views down into this crater. I'm hoping up from up top up here. Hensley, what are these sticks? You see all these sticks, Hensley, with the white markers at the top? What do those mean? So these are for snow. This shows you how high the snow gets so they can tell where the road's at. They get more snow here than probably anywhere else in the United States. Like, it's one of the snowiest places in the US.
It's one of the snowiest places in the world.
Oh,
is
wow.
what I read, so.
So 40 something feet a year is what they get up here.
Wow.
It's a lot. All right, we made it to the top, guys.
Woohoo.
My goodness. Hey, there's people.
Wait, is that the hotel?
Hotel.
If we're going, Mom said we were going to hotel. Is that the hotel?
What's up, buddy? What's up?
It's not the hotel.
I love how you say that.
Never changed.
I didn't think anybody be more country than Marissa. I don't know if that's a hotel or not, buddy.
So here's the trolley rides. If you don't want to drive it, you can buy a trolley ticket and it will drive around the rim road, which is super fun. I always love trolley rides.
Is this the cutest visitor center ever, guys? Wow.
Wait, it's cute?
I think it's cute. You think that looks cute?
It's not cute for me.
It looks cute to me. So the plan was to take a boat out to here. Look at these underwater domes. Isn't that neat?
How do you see these?
Wow. That's wild. Another
It
one
says
there.
Phantom Ship.
And here's the deepest spot. Yeah, we're gonna go over there. That's one of the spots we're stopping at. We're gonna walk this trail. We have not given you a clear glimpse of this lake yet. Yeah, I want the first look to be memorable. It's like the first date, first time you don't want to see her. You want everybody to be fixed up. It's not going well.
Our first date, we would went for a walk at a
You
park.
still
was
you probably spent
not
time. You were
fixed
like,
up.
oh, it was the I'm not trying, but I'm trying sporty
I
look.
almost backed out.
Oh, I don't. No, that's not making the cut. All right, here we go. Ready, guys? Wow. Wow.
That's amazing.
Oh my goodness. Wow. See, that's what I was showing you. See how deep that is? Look, she's standing on the road right here. See how tall it is? 15-foot drift.
Yeah.
Could be up to 21 feet. And then they got 73 feet of snow in 1932.
Wow.
That's a lot of snow.
That's like as high as a mountain.
So this lake,
This is my
not many places like this, but there's no water that comes out and no water that goes in. So no rivers, no streams. This is it. Probably the purest lake. Maybe in the world, I don't know, but
Because it's all out of
yes.
Come on.
rain and snow melt.
Yeah, that's it. I read that said like Lake Tahoe is another one in the U.S. that you want to see that's super clear and pure, but like you can see 100 feet down here, like purer than Lake Tahoe. But the irony is nobody drinks out of it because it's like nationally preserved, so they don't want to disrupt it. So when I say the water doesn't flow out, it doesn't flow out.
That's cool. Do you think it's drinkable?
I mean, I would still want to purify it just because that's what I do, but I would say if you're gonna drink straight out of something, this is up there. Look at that half dome like ridge up here, though. Look at that.
So beautiful. And you've got some colors
Mm-hmm.
on the side over there.
Landscaping.
So how did this form, Hensley?
volcano.
Volcano. Can you imagine? Well, I showed it in the visitor center too, but there's actually volcanoes within volcanoes. So this entire thing was formed by a volcano, but there's many volcanoes inside of it.
Does it explode? Hey,
Which is why I think there's like hot springs around here and stuff too. So, what's up, buddy?
Is that water, ice?
It's water, but there is some ice in different places, but that's mostly water. For the most part, anytime you have volcanic activity, if you have geysers, there's probably some hot springs around. And there's hot springs around here too. So this whole thing, I can't fathom it, was formed by a volcano.
Collapsing?
A collapsing volcano. So it's called a caldera, I think, right?
How cool.
Imagine a volcano this size.
Can you imagine how big that volcano was and how tall it was? We're already at like 5,000 or 6,000 feet now. Imagine this, and then that's what it was. Mount Mazama.
This is what it
And it's still technically, I think, called Mount Mazama. See? It was 12,000 feet. That's what it used to look like. Ish. You know, somebody recreated it, of course. It used to be 12,000 feet tall. And now look at it. It's like maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 or something. It grew, and then it blew up, and then it caved in. And it's just been slowly filling in over time.
Filling in with rain and snow melt.
Pretty much 2,000 feet deep at the deepest point here. I think over there, maybe that might be the deepest part, I think.
This is so fascinating. Look, they measured it in 1886 with simple wooden spool and lowered a weight on a wire.
Wow.
And they were only 53 feet off than our modern technology.
Or they might have been accurate and we're 53 feet off. I wouldn't be surprised.
Isn't that crazy? That's so cool.
All right, here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're getting in the car, we're getting in the RV. We're gonna be driving on this ridge right over here. You see that ridge?
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? We're driving up around this ridge over here and then looking back at different views.
So as you drive along, there's multiple viewpoints. You can stop off and see the different views along the way. Wow, this is just incredible. So this right here is Wizard Island. So when we were taking our boat tour, you can go out to Wizard Island, you can hike on Wizard Island. So this is Watchman Overlook. So you can climb up to the top of this overlook area. Look at it, isn't that cool? Wow, it's beautiful. So this is the Cleetwood Cove Trail. So that's the trail that you can go down to the water. So if you want to touch the water, jump in the water, or even if you're wanting to go on one of the boat tours, you have to hike all the way down. I think it's like half a mile down, which isn't the hard part, it's the half mile coming up. So it's definitely an experience, but we'll put it on the journey list for next time. So the Pacific Crest Trail runs along the edge here. It doesn't necessarily come right through this park, I don't think, but it kind of meets up on the north part of the park. But wow, I'm getting out of breath just walking up this way. I was reading that in the movie Wild with Reese Witherspoon, which is based off of a book, that this was kind of one of the monumental moments in the girl's life was here at Crater Lake, which is really cool. So she also made the like Danner boots very popular. But I could see how somebody's life would be transformed around the rim of Crater Lake. I'm very intrigued by the like PCT and the Appalachian Trail. Nathan and I at one time thought, let's hike the Appalachian Trail with Hensley on our back. Yeah, when she was little, just to accomplish something so big like that. Oh, that's cool. Oh, wow. This is so beautiful. Would you ever do the PCT or the Appalachian Trail?
I would like to. I think One of the things I love, the thought about hiking the PCT Trail, the Appalachian Trail, or these long trails that take weeks or months. Like, there's just not many places or times or events in your life where you can kind of reflect on your life and have that. It's hard to have self-evaluation typically in an everyday life because there's so much stimulus coming in and out and so many distractions. But there's just something about getting out here in the wilderness where there's not as many distractions, where, and maybe you're forced, but you're almost forced to like look inwardly at yourself. And I think a lot of people on the trail, my guess is that's where they're at. They've got something inward. They're like, I'm gonna hike this trail and I'm gonna see if I can figure this out. We're gonna do a drive-by on the hotel. Is that how you call it, JJ? Hotel? Up here. Tons of ways to see the national park. You can come in and check out the hotel. They call it a lodge, looks like. Crater Lake.
Aww, a lodge.
Wah, wah. Crater Lake Lodge. This is gorgeous. Look, I'll vouch for it. If you will hang out right next to the lake, that's pretty awesome.
It's beautiful.
So since we can't go all the way around the park, I'm going to draw this out for you on the screen what we've done today. So we left the campground, which was right next to the north entrance, but instead of using that because it's closed, we had to go all around the west side, all the way around the park, and come up through whatever's the west or the south entrance. Well, and then so it's like, well, we can just circle the park. No, we can't. So then we took the west rim drive, went 2/3 of the way over for that, had to backtrack from that because that road's closed for road construction. Back to the visitor center where the kids just got their ranger badges, and now we're leaving there and we're going to do the east side as far as we can go until we hit the construction, and then we're going to backtrack. I mean, we're probably driving 3 times as much as we would have to if
You're
all
making
this
us
was
work for it, Crater Lake.
Yeah, this side's nowhere near as pretty as the other side.
Well, because
So
we're
far.
not a ramp, we're like in the woods here.
Yeah, you're kind of zigging in and out of the woods.
There are falls over here.
And the road hadn't been redone over here yet either. I'm gonna let Marissa drive on the way back.
Nope. No, I'm good.
So we pretty much drove the east side just to get to this viewpoint, so let's check it out.
It doesn't look like a ship.
So this is called Phantom Ship because it's at some point looked like a ship. So I don't know, maybe there's another angle.
Maybe there's another angle.
Maybe you think
Do
it
you
looks
think
like
that rock looks like
Does
a
that
ship?
rock look like a ship?
What? Look.
That's where I'm at too. Yeah, I don't think it even really looks like a ship.
I'm not sure.
Well, and you can't. It's not as open of a view as what we had on the other side. And this rock, does that look like a ship? Does that look like a ship to you, Hazel?
No.
That one?
Yeah, out in the lake. Does that look like a ship?
Oh, it's over there?
Yeah,
That one?
the one in the water. Yeah.
Does it
That
look like
one?
a ship?
It looks like a sea animal
A sea animal. Okay, well.
with trees on it.
All right, some videos we have a grand finale for you. This one we're wrapping it up with a
There's that waterfall on the side of the road.
waterfall. Okay, let's wrap it up with a waterfall.
Okay.
All right.
There's a lot of
Walk out your door. You're on the trail, and there's the waterfall.
Okay, yeah, that's more like it. Here's the RV, and there's the falls. Well, if you enjoyed Crater Lake, which we think is vastly underrated, another national park that we think is underrated is Grand Teton National Park. It's got mountains, it's got rivers, it's got valleys, it's gorgeous. You can check that playlist out here, and I'll also link it below.